I'm liking it down here. I don't want to mingle too much around here because I don't know what's on this floor. We could be anywhere. We could be in Macclesfield for all I know. Ew.
The next station stop is Ashbury's.
Welcome to Ashbury's. There's no place in Manchester called Ashbury's. Ashbury's does not exist. Station's named this because at the time it was opened, the Ashbury Railway and Iron Company was nearby and it was named after that company. That is not here anymore, but we're left with a station called Ashbury's. Is Ashbury's like Sainsbury's but after a fire? Ashbury Station sits on the A6010, which is the Manchester Intermediate Ring Road. It's a ring road you've never heard of, but it tries. It doesn't really go in a full circle either. But if the M60 was never built, this road would have been fun. By fun, I mean not fun.
The next train to arrive at platform 1 is the 0955 Northern service to Rose Hill Market.
As you go down here, you can see where this line used to be 4 tracks.
The next station stop is Fairfield.
The double point is coming out because there's things on both sides here. A lot of the stations we visit are shadows of their former selves. This is right now a 2-platform station. It used to be 6 here. On that side, there were the 3 platforms up Woodhead towards Sheffield. Now on that side are the former 2 platforms to go down the Fairfield Loop, which went down the south side of Manchester to come into Manchester Central now. So obviously now the Woodhead line is now closed. You can only go on this line down to Hadfield. You don't really need the 3 tracks anymore. It's just local services. And the line down to the Fairfield Loop and Manchester Central now closed. Manchester Central now being an exhibition centre where, you know, those dirty tourists like to have their conferences every few years. Ew. Fairfield, we're here for half an hour. What do you do for fun in Fairfield? You know, every time I do something like that, I have to come back to the camera, right? Behind me here are 2 of the old through platforms. You can clearly see them amongst all the hedges and shopping trolleys. A little bit of history right there. And on the other side, you can clearly see the bridge that these tracks used to go under and the old gantries for the electrification. I'm not an electrification expert. I know that the line through Woodhead was electrified in a different way that wasn't really compatible. Also from this platform you've got a view of what would have been the old ticket office building and footbridge that would have come across. There would have been steps down here to this island. There would have been steps down on the other side to get to that platform. Yeah, very much a shadow of its former self. And this is the view of the old ticket office building from above. It's clearly now missing a few walls, hence this fencing. It doesn't seem that sturdy considering the overhead wires are just there. On the side of the Manchester bound platform is where the Fairfield Loop would have had its platforms. This would have been an island platform that's now very, very, very overgrown. I'm liking it down here. There is a way round. We haven't gone through climbed any fences or anything. This is open. This is the track bed of the old Fairfield Loop. Fairfield Station is just there. This is where the platforms would have been. I can just make out some brickwork of where the platform face was. I don't want to mingle too much around here because I don't know what's on this floor. The bridge span where the Fairfield Loop would have gone under the road has clearly been bricked up. This is exciting. I didn't expect to be able to come around here. Behind this fence is the old platform face. Behind that fence is the Manchester bound platform. There's the electrification gantry. Oh, this is... I love discovering just things like this. This makes it all worthwhile. Amongst all the rubbish on the ground, you can clearly see old ballast. There's no sign of the platform edge on that side though, so I think that's long gone. I would love to go a bit further and explore down there, but sadly we just don't have the time. I'm glad I checked this now. This is amazing. Gorton, obviously. Right, so that was Fairfield. Our next stop, Gorton, 20 minutes there. And then we go further out of Manchester. Fairfield was exciting though, there's actually lots to see there.
The next stop is Gorton.
Gorton, another station that used to have 4 platforms. You can see back there where the track widens out to 4 tracks. The 2 other tracks used to go straight through on the other platforms, which are just over there. Now just the 2 platform station. So here at the end of the platform is this bridge here. That's not just any old bridge, that's an aqueduct. It's a disused aqueduct. Used to carry the Stockport branch canal from the Ashton Canal to its terminus. It wasn't quite in Stockport, it was the top of Lancashire Hill, roughly at the roundabout where the McDonald's and Wickes and all that is now. Now part of a cycle path that links up with the Fairfield Loop. Can I just say, right, that's a really, really, really ugly ticket office. From up here it's really obvious where the other tracks were and the other 2 platforms. You can't see any old platform faces down here though. They seem to have been fairly obliterated.
This is the northern service to Rose Hill Marple. The next stop is Hyde North.
Is it just me, or are there no station signs here that say Hyde North?
It's not just you, Jen.
We could be anywhere. We could be in Macclesfield for all I know.
Ew.
So Hyde North does sit at the junction between the line up to Hadfield and the Hyde Loop. There are no platforms on the other line, so only trains going to Rose Hill Marple can actually stop here. That's despite the station actually being previously called Hyde Junction. There were still no platforms there, so it wasn't actually really a junction station in that sense. So there do seem to be 2 entrances and exits here, one on that platform over there that seems to lead to nowhere in particular, and there's an alleyway out here that seems to lead to nowhere in particular. Hyde North is basically nowhere in particular. Oh, I found the one and only station sign on the platform. That's no use to anybody down now, is it? There's just not a lot to say about Hyde North, really. So right now we're going to get the train to the end of the line, Rose Hill Marple. We've still got a few more stations to do after that, so don't go anywhere. Every station has one Cheshire's best kept station. Stop it! A hill was not part of this plan. I think I'm going to enjoy this. Definitely, absolutely nobody with me right now. I love a canal. The dullest railway station I've ever been to. There is nothing interesting here at all.